So, MP435 4-speed. I said in the walk around video, no power brakes, no power steering, but it cruises pretty good. Dana 410 rear axle, so granny low, so you probably start out, I always start out in second. Make sure it's warmed up. You gotta let it warm up a little bit before you take off in second for the most part. But like I said, we'll drive up the road. The truck was purchased new here in Cedar Woolley, and then the guy that owned it for, I don't know, 40 plus years lives just right up the road, so not too far, and get a good drive, cruise in Sunday night. No AC, so it's about 85 out. Might need to crack the window just a tad. The no power steering's not too bad. You kind of just get used to it, really, of just not trying to manhandle it when you're not moving. That's probably the biggest factor when driving an old truck like this, is you kind of just have to adapt that it's not a new car. And it sounds pretty good. Cruise is pretty good. Not very difficult to drive. See, kind of see all the lights work. Throwing a few rocks. Roll the window up. Yeah, 55's not too bad. Pretty easy to just cruise down the highway. Let all the rocks go flying out first. Sunday afternoon, first nice weekend. Co-pilot. Probably should be wearing a seatbelt, but got that luxury if needed. Yeah, no radio, anything like that. Usually Bluetooth speaker is what we're jamming to if it's a nice day out. Definitely could put a radio in pretty easy. I just kind of wanted to keep it stock, especially if I thought I was going to sell it. I think you can get like the Ranger insert. That's what my thoughts were, was to get that and paint it to match the dash, and then probably do the little kicker speakers down in the kicker panels there. So definitely some options to get some music in here if you're not rocking the Bose Bluetooth like some of us are. But yeah, pretty quiet. You'll see. Driving down the road definitely isn't all over the place. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like driving down the highway, it probably drives better than a power steering truck of this same year if you did the conversion, because it tracks super straight. Just, you know, parking lots, things like that, that it gets just a little bit harder to navigate. But as long as you're moving, you know, the steering wheel is too, so it's not too bad. Yeah, right up here actually, take a left. Get off the highway, get the window down. I feel like most of the time, third gear, taking these turns is plenty enough. Second's about, I don't know, 15 miles an hour in here, all the way out, so. Yeah, not too bad. See the paint on the hoods? Everything's super straight out there, no dents or dimples or anything. It said single stage lunar green. Kind of in the evening times, it seems like it has more of a, like a blue color to it, which I kind of like or prefer over the lunar green. All the blinkers work. I just keep my foot above the clutch on second and third, because there's not much time in second, that's for sure. Yeah, it's got the new headliner, original moldings up there, kind of polished them up, they look pretty nice. New dome light, things like that. Original dash pad, super good condition. I mentioned before that 78,000. It's got 78,786 original miles. And I think that makes a big difference in these old trucks, like the sense of rattles, noises. I've had a few other 60s four-wheel drive trucks, and if they're kind of pieced together, a lot of times it's hard to get the gaps to line up or the rattles out. And that's one thing I really like about this truck, is you don't have to worry about that at all. So right up here is actually where the truck spent the majority of its life. There used to be a barn out there, and then he lived in this house, this blue house right here, an old farmhouse. So yeah, some new people have moved in and fixed it up. But yeah, right out there, right back there, there's an old barn. The truck spent its life. So yeah, like I mentioned before, just a few miles up the road from the house.